We want to welcome everyone to the Suncom Media High School Basketball Game of the Week. This is Brad Davis alongside the Dr. Garrett Weaver. We are live at the Warrior Dome in the campus of Westside High School, where we just completed homecoming festivities for the Westside Warriors, and we are preparing for a 4A3 matchup between the visiting Pocahontas Redskins and the home team, the Westside Warriors. Doc, we got a conference matchup tonight. If my look at the schedule is correct, this is the last game through the first rotation of conference games in this 4A3, and it's a big one, especially for the home team Westside to protect their home floor.
Well, it's one that they definitely want to get. If you can finish the first half of that slate at 4-1 in the conference, you're doing something pretty good at that point. Then you regroup for the next 5 and kind of take it one game at a time. Obviously, you got some big games on the horizon that you want to make sure you get, but you got to take care of these when you have them, especially at home. So one they want to get. This is one Pocahontas wants to come in and try to steal, though. It says something that when a team hosts you on their homecoming, for whatever reason that may be, just luck of the draw, but it's one of those things that as a visiting team, you want nothing more than come in and kind of ruin that homecoming if you can.
And as a coach, you probably give that speech in the locker room. Hey, they picked you to be homecoming. Yeah. Let's go out there and ruin it. Westside comes in tonight 12-4 with a 3-1 conference record. Pocahontas 10-10. They've started 0-4 in this conference, so they're trying to get that first win of their conference year.
Well, they started the year really, really well. I think they started 10-2. Somewhere along those lines prior to all the conference games. So really started off pretty hot. But here lately they've kind of hit a little bit of a lull. I think they've lost 7 or 8 or so in a row. So trying to right the ship, so to speak, before the second half of the conference.
And with only 6 teams this year in the 4A3, every game is a big game as far as getting that seeding for the district tournament. Both teams have just now entered the floor to start warming up. We're going to step away for a few minutes and run some commercials. We'll be right back here with your high school game of the week.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face, because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
want to welcome everyone back to the Suncom Media High School Basketball Game of the Week. We're here at the Warrior Dome on the campus of Westside High School as the Westside Warriors welcome the Pocahontas Redskins in for this 4A3 conference tilt. Doc, let's talk about Pocahontas here real quick. New coach at the helm, and Chris Peels, a guy that's coached a lot of ball in his career in the Missouri, in the high school ranks, and actually a Hall of Famer there. So knows ball, can coach ball. The typical Pocahontas are going to play hard, they're going to play tough, and they're coming in looking for their first conference win here, but a 10-10 overall record.
Well, I mean, still, you're at double-digit wins already. So, it's one thing. You go through lulls at some point during the season. We talked, 7 or 8 they've lost in a row, but they still have 10 wins. So that's one of those things where they know how to win. They've proven that. So you got to kind of right the ship. And now, this point of the year, late January is really where you want to get rolling. You want to get things on the right track. Win or lose, you want to get things on the right track. So even if they don't win tonight's game, they want to make sure they do things the right way. Let's talk a couple minutes about personnel. DJ Coffey, Tid Kios, a couple of guards for them, about 5'8", 145. Not a lot of size, but play really hard. They're going to battle. They're going to give them a chance at the guard spot. It's always good. They're both seniors. They have some of that leadership. The guys really turn to them. So they're going to depend on them a lot tonight for this one. Pocahontas not necessarily a great scoring team, so a lower scoring game really plays into their hands.
And when we're going to step away and talk about Westside, who's kind of the opposite end. They're going to try to put a lot of points up tonight. So when we come right back, we will talk about the Westside Warriors here on the high school Game of the Week.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
We are back here on the Suncom Media High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brad Davis along with the Dr. Garrett Weaver here at Westside High School, the Warrior Dome, home of the Westside Warriors. They're hosting Pocahontas tonight in a 4A3 tilt. Westside 12-4. They're 3-1 in conference. They've beaten Gosnell, Blytheville, and Highland with their lone loss at Brooklyn, trying to protect their home floor in this pivotal conference matchup. We talked about, Funk, the offensive struggles of Pocahontas here lately, but not this Westside team. They put up 70.5 points a night with a lot of weapons.
Oh, yeah, they have a ton of offensive weapons. The faster the pace, the better they are, the more they want to get out and run. They're just a really strong offensive unit. Now, that's not to say they can't guard you. They're going to play defense, too. They're going to battle. They're really talented. They're led by Weston Honeycutt. Senior can really play. I mean, he can go get 40. And that may be undercutting him a little bit. He can really play. So they've got some offensive weapons. Micah Dew, only a sophomore on this team, but they're balanced. They start a couple seniors typically in Honeycutt, Drake Kelly, a couple juniors, Kobe Thompson, Landon Webb, and then a sophomore in Micah Dew. Micah Dew is another guy. He came over last year, really helped them as a freshman, played up. He contributes big-time minutes. So he and Honeycutt are a dangerous duo to go along with 3 other really good players to balance out their attack. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Westside try to get 80 tonight, especially on homecoming.
Yeah, they know they can put it up and shoot it from outside. They attack the rim. All 5 guys on the floor for them can score. They're going to fly around defensively and play real hard. Pocahontas is going to play real tough and real hard. So it may be a battle of tempo and controlling that. So that'll be something to watch for as we inch closer to the start of this conference matchup between the Westside Warriors and the Pocahontas Redskins. We will Be right back shortly after some words from our sponsor to get the lineup and opening tip on your high school game of the week.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
Sounds like your garden's calling. And we have just what it needs this season. Whether you're starting from scratch or just want a new look, Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care has a stocked nursery full of trees, shrubs, and a wide variety of plants. Need fresh mulch, flagstone? We have plenty to pick from. Home garden, commercial, no matter the project, we have something for every green thumb. Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care, 1409 East Parker Road.
Back here at Westside High School, Suncom Media High School Game of the Week. Brad Davis, the Dr. Garrett Weaver. Westside versus Pocahontas. Real quick, Garrett, give me some keys to this ball game for both teams.
Keys to the game are pretty simple, honestly. We talked about it a little bit, alluded to it a little bit. Pocahontas needs to slow it down. They need to slow it down. They need to control the tempo of this game, and in doing so, you're going to have to score a little bit early on, and you're going to have to milk the clock, run the shot clock down, get a good shot, rebound the basketball. Westside going to push the tempo. They really need to get going really quick. If they can get up 20, it's over.
Yeah, we're going to step aside real quick and be right back with the High School Game of the Week.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything. It's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks. Our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
Welcome back to Westside High School as the cadets there with presenting the colors and the anthem here on homecoming at the Warrior Dome. On the Westside High School hosts Pocahontas in this 4A3 matchup here on Suncom Media's High School Game of the Week. Brad Davis with the Dr. Garrett Weaver. Doc, let's go through our starting lineups here. First, Chris Peels brings in his Pocahontas Redskins. We said 10-10, looking for their first conference win.
Number 2, Jackson Woods.
Number 2, Jackson
Number 4,
Woods.
Jared Mitchell.
Number 4, Jared Mitchell.
Number 5, Parker Ratcliffe.
Number 5, Parker Ratcliffe.
Number 11, DJ Coffey.
Number 11, DJ Coffey.
Payne Swan. And now,
And number 12, Payne Swan.
And now for the home team in white tonight, the Westside Warriors, 12-4 with a 3-1 conference record.
They are salty. They are good. They are really good. They are really, really good here at the Warrior Dome. So I look for a lot of offense tonight. Electric crowd. It's packed in here. It's going to be a fun game. Number 2, junior Kobe Thompson.
Number 11, a junior.
Number 11, Landon Webb.
Number 4, senior Drake.
Number 4, Drake Kelly. I love how they do the nicknames.
Number 3, a senior Weston, the Slim Reaper, Honeycuts.
Senior number 3, Weston
Number 13,
Honeycutt.
the sophomore Micah Mountain Dew.
And number 13, sophomore Micah Dew.
Mark Whitmire, your coach for the Westside Senior High boys. Chris Peels comes in with the Pocahontas Redskins. Packed house tonight for homecoming. Great crowd as always here at Westside. In a pretty iconic building. Always love coming to the Warrior Dome for a game. Blake Kibbins, Brian Gunnels, co-carpenter your officials. Kibbins raises and fires the ball up. Dew controls the opening tip for the Warriors, and they will enter it as Pocahontas picks up in a man-to-man defense. Ball around the outside. Dew will take it from the outside, and it is off and rebounded by Parker Radcliffe of Pocahontas, and they'll bring it into the front court.
Radcliffe just a sophomore on this team.
Matchup zone look here by Westside. We got some movement here by the Redskins. Kind of a patient look as number 4, Drake Kelly, kicked the ball, and that'll reset the shot clock to 15. If we can get it there. 7:25 left here. In the opening, a little problem with the shot clock. On the kick ball, it resets to 15. Any other penalty, it's all the way to 35. This is the only time we got it.
You taught me something. I wasn't sure what it reset to.
They're going to hold it a second, so that's the best they could do is hold it 1 second before you flip it on, and we'll go. Now we're under 10. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball up top to Swan, and he'll bury the 3.
It's exactly what we talked about, Brad. What I say at the pregame. They want to run that shot clock all the way down if they can. Get a good look. It's exactly what they do right there. And Swan pays it off for 3.
At the shot clock buzzer, ran a lot of clock, got an opening 3-0 lead for the Pocahontas Redskins. They come down in a 2-3 matchup. Dew attacks the rim off the glass and good.
Dew strong, you can tell. He's real physical, wants to draw the contact, finishes well through contact.
Pocahontas into the front court now. A little dribble action. Back up to Swan up top. He'll swing it over to Coffey. Penetrate the middle. Turnover by Mitchell, and they're off to the races. Honeycutt's going to lay it in the other way, and they're going to have to take care of the ball on this end and not allow those easy run-outs because Westside does a good job of scoring it as it is.
Oh, they're not going to miss those, though. So you cannot turn the basketball over.
Pocahontas back into the front court, cut in by Swan. They try to get it to the post. He's going to work strong, loses the ball out of bounds, but off Westside last, as it'll be a baseline out of bounds for the Redskins. 6:02 remaining in the opening quarter, 4-3 Westside. 16 on the shot clock as the ball is entered. And off will stay with Westside, or sorry, off Westside will stay with Pocahontas deep in the corner on that deflection. Coffee to trigger it into Swan. Goes back to Coffee. Thought about it. Dribbles that now out of the corner now. As they Westside try to get a trap. Kicks it out to Swan. Deep in the shot clock again. 2 on the shot clock. He will not get it off, and that'll be a shot clock violation on Pocahontas.
Well, that's
Westside basketball.
That's the thing you run into if you're not careful. When you milk the shot clock all the way down, sometimes if they're playing really good defense as well, you're not going to get either a good shot or a shot period. So you really want to try to go with about 7 or so on the shot clock to make something happen.
Skip pass over to Kobe Thompson for 3 as he buries it for a 7-3 lead of Westside. A little skip pass across, a little back screen action got him opened in the corner. Coffee at the other end, drives in, kicks it out to Woods, who fits it back to Coffee. Shot by Swan is off. Offensive rebound and put back by Jared Mitchell to get it to 7-5. 5 minutes left in the opening quarter as Westside brings it across the timeline.
Right place, right time there for Mitchell, and he goes up with a soft touch, finishes.
Honeycutt on the other end, dribble up 3, no good. Rebound, put up, no good by Thompson. Chase down rebound is lost out of bounds by Coffee. And Westside will trigger it from the side, gets it into Thompson. As Honeycutt controls it on the wing, he's going to drive and little hop step on there and going to travel the other way. Turnover, Westside will give the ball back to Pocahontas. 4:36 left, opening quarter, 7-5 Westside lead.
Pocahontas holding their ground right now, playing pretty well defensively.
Westside extending their defense, bringing 2 to the ball in the trap. Deflection there, stolen by Thompson. He's going to go and lay it in the other way. Kobe Thompson with the steal and bucket to make it 9-5 Westside.
They have hands in the passing lanes everywhere. They're just looking for a tip, try to get it out and run it.
Skip pass to Coffee for 3, maybe a 2 on the line. Ball tipped around and back out to Coffee. He'll get it to Radcliffe, who misses the shot. And Webb brings down the rebound, and Westside off the other way quickly. Dew kicks it out. Dribble off by Kelly, misses the shot. Pocahontas rebound the other way. Coffee, he's going to drive in and have it blocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with him. Number 20, Will Harp, junior for Westside, enters the game for the first time, replacing Kelly. I think we had a reset of the shot clock, and that may be what the officials are meeting about here to see how much time should be on the shot clock. Cole Carpenter reports to the clock operator. Let's put it at 27. So we're going to have to run it down. And there. Now we've got 34 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. We got it there. 27 seconds on the shot. Pocahontas to enter it, and they do. 9-5 Westside lead here in the first quarter. They run 2 at the ball again, trying to get that deflection. Gets it, but gets it to Swan at the high post, off the front of the rim. No good. Tipped around. Honeycutt pulls down the rebound, and they'll push it up in the front court.
Been impressed so far with Swan for the Redskins. That's a big-time 3 there. You let Honeycutt just step into a shot at the top of the key, and it might as well be a layup.
Well, Landon Webb drove drove the nail or drove that middle and just kind of tossed it back, and he stepped right into it and hit nothing but net. They got a trap in the corner with Coffee again on the other end.
That's that Villanova play. I love that play. I think that's a great play to get a guy a good look three.
There's another steal by Thompson. He's very active on that side of the matchup, and blocking the other end. We're going to have a foul on number 12, Payne Swan. And Thompson will have 2 free throws. Giddings ready to check in. Ted Keos, which you talked a little bit about in the pregame. Senior point guard for Pocahontas. And number 3, Mason Priest, junior guard, entering the game for Woods and Radcliffe having a seat for the Redskins. First one's up and good. Second one's up and good at the 5th. That'll be 13-5 Westside lead as Kelly back in the ball game for Westside. And Priest will have to come out again as you got to have the same color undershirt as the rest of your teammates.
You all have to wear the same color, whatever that may be.
Whatever that is, if you're everybody can wear black. You can wear black if everybody wears black. If not, we got some red out there, so he had to wear red. So, a couple shots off by Pocahontas. Excuse me, that's DJ Coffee working down there. Going to work the offensive glass and draw the foul on number 11. Landon Webb. DJ Coffee's the line shooting 2. First one is up and good. Priest, costume change, back in the game. And we've got shot number 2 up for Coffee and good. 2:30 left, opening quarter, 14-7. Westside in the lead. As Webb enters it to Thompson. Coffee read the lob pass to the high post. He's off the other way, up and good.
A lot of speed. Coffee is quick.
Star football player for the Redskins, showing his anticipation skills there. Skip out to number 11, Landon Webb. Due to Webb, he knocks it down to extend it to 17-9. Under 2 minutes now in the opening quarter. Ball advanced up by Jared Mitchell, and Micah Dew going to get called for the foul. His first, team second of the quarter. Be a baseline entry for Pocahontas. Coffee looking to get it in, finds Keos. He's trying to avoid a trap in the corner. Skips it across. Priest is going to drive right and kick it out to Keos from 3 and hits nothing, but Micah Doof handles the rebound, and we're off the other way. Webb to Thompson, skips it over to Honeycutt, who thought about it. Coach Whitmire telling him, don't hesitate, let it go. He drives and kicks to Thompson, who's off, and tipped around to Keos for the rebound.
Coach Whitmire really likes his guys to shoot it. He wants to, get that shot up right there, especially from Honeycutt. He's got a good look, and he's got some space. He wants him to take that shot.
Ball movement here by Pocahontas. Keos with a pull-up jumper, and it rattles in for 2. His first bucket of the game, and it's 17-11 Westside as we approach 1 minute left in this opening quarter. 2-3 matchup look by Pocahontas. Ball around to Webb. No good, but there is Kobe Thompson on the tip in. He's going to get hit on the way by number 12, Payne Swan. That's his second foul and the second team foul of the first quarter. Kobe Thompson at the line to shoot 2. Good anticipation there, reading it off the rim.
They all seem to attack the glass, though. Anytime a shot goes up, they're all active. They're all going for the rebound.
First free throw is up and good by Thompson. And the second one is off, and Coffee will control the board. 18-12 as we have 50 seconds in. As he brings it up to Keos. Drives it back to Coffee. Good hesitation dribble, gets it. Inside to number 4, Jared Mitchell, and he's going to get the bucket and some contact. Bucket's good. Number 3, Weston Honeycutt. He got him on the arm as he went up.
It's a nice
And
little
Jared,
bounce pass.
yes, very nice move by Coffey. Found him on the soft spot, and he's going to have a chance for a three-point play. Off the back, no good. Duke controls the board. 18-14, Westside. As they push it, lose Drake Kelly on the back of end of a free throw, and he lays it in.
That's too easy. That can't happen if you're Pocahontas, but Westside just a good job of sneaking Kelly down the floor and really pushing.
Ball inside to Swan on the other end. He goes up and finishes as Honeycutt challenged it, but then tried to back off, not trying to get a second foul. Swan makes it 20-16, Westside. We got 10 seconds left, no shot clock. Skip over to Do. He's going to drive the paint up and good. Micah Do with the bucket extends the Westside lead to 22-16 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back for second quarter action. Back here at Westside High School, Suncom Media High School Game of the Week. Brad Davis with the Dr. Garrett Weaver at the Warrior Dome on homecoming. We've had one quarter of action. Westside 22, Pocahontas 16. Pocahontas put up points in there, but maybe a little too fast pace for their liking. Is Westside on pace for 80 plus, 22-16 lead, Garrett?
Well, this is exactly the quarter that Westside wanted as far as scoring. Pocahontas was kind of forced their hand, but they've had some open looks. So good job knocking down shots, keeping this a 6-point game right now. You got to keep it 6, 8, 10 heading into halftime. So if the pace is going to remain fast, you're going to have to be able to put the ball in the hole.
Pocahontas controlled the opening possession as that went off the hands of a Redskin player in the post, and it'll be Westside ball up 22-16 here. 2-3 look by Pocahontas. Honeycutt cuts across, receives it from Thompson. He's going to drive baseline, pull-up jumper. Off, no good. Jared Mitchell controlling the board to Coffey, who brings it across to Priest. And they got good ball movement here. Back out to Priest, tipped around to Coffey. He's going to take the three, no good. Ball tipped around to Micah Dew, controls the board. Not a bad look there by Pocahontas. Ball movement here by Westside. Good cut up the middle by Micah Dew. And he's going to finish the bucket and get the contact by Jared Mitchell to finish the and one possession. First foul for Mitchell, first foul of the quarter. First one, or the end one free throw rolls around and in. 25-16. Westside lead. Coach Peels, friendly conversation with Cole Carpenter on that foul. Wants the same thing down there. Keels from deep three. Off the back rim, no good. As Mitchell controls the rebound. Gets it to Swan, who gets it to Coffey, drives middle. Gets the Priest on the bucket, and he lays it in. 25-18, Westside lead.
Westside doing a good job of being a little more methodical, maybe. I'm sorry, Pocahontas doing a good job of being a little more methodical. But if they can limit their turnovers, they've done a really good job offensively getting the ball inside and scoring.
Micah Dew with the slashing bucket there. pushes it back to 27-18. Westside extending that defense up as they've been active in the passing lanes here. Running at 2 at the ball and trying to get a deflection and a trap. Ball swung over to Keos. Look, trying to get it to Swan inside. Honeycutt comes up with the steal, and Westside's off the other way to do. And he's going to get him for a couple extra steps in the paint. Traveling violation, Pocahontas basketball. Pocahontas controlling the ball. Trap in the corner. Deflected, stolen by Thompson. Pocahontas seems to keep getting in bad positions. Battle for the rebound off Dew's miss is Honeycutt, and he's going to score.
I'm going to tell you this, Brad. I've watched several games now this year. There's not anybody better in Northeast Arkansas about putting their head down, getting to the rim than Micah Dew. He's the best I've seen at truly just saying, hey, you're not going to stop me. I'm getting to the rim, and he does it.
Lob inside to Swan, knocked around by Dew, and he's going to outlet to Thompson the other way up, and no good, but there's Drake Kelly for the finish. He never gave up on the play and followed with the tip in. And Coach Chris Peels is going to take a timeout. Redskins. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Back here, Warrior Dome, Westside High School, Suncom Media High School basketball game of the week. Brad Davis, Dr. Garrett Weaver on this 4A3 homecoming night for Westside. 31-18, they lead here, 4:56 in the opening quarter, and they've come out of the second quarter firing.
Well, and that's the thing with this. With a potent offense anywhere, this is what you have to be leery of. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and they can go on 6, 8, 10-point runs in a hurry, and that's exactly what has happened.
And really defensively is where they've done is Keos misses a 3, rebounds tipped to do, but they've got several deflections and steals for transition buckets.
Well, they've got so many guys that can run the floor well, handle the ball, pass really well in transition, and so they use their defense to turn it into offense.
Will Harp just off the mark there. Pocahontas controls the rebound the other way as Westside stays in that matchup look. Looks like kind of a 1-2-2, but they're really out in the passing lanes, making it difficult. Coffee in the corner for 3 is good.
They needed that. Pocahontas really was on a little bit of a skid there. That'll help kind of weather the storm.
Absolutely. Much needed bucket there. 31-21 your score. Westside leads. Down the other way, Dew attacks and gets the and one.
What do you do, Brad? How do you stop? He literally decides when he gets it. If you're the defender guarding him, you're on your heels because the moment he catches the ball, he's putting it on the floor looking to attack the rim.
He goes right at number 12, Payne Swan, who draws his 3rd foul, 2nd of the quarter, and Dew to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And rattles out no good. Coffee with the strong rebound. Keos drives, kicks it, deflected into Swan's hand. He's going up, and he's going to draw the foul. He's going to get number 3, Weston Honeycutt. His 2nd, team's 1st of the quarter. And that takes Payne Swan to the free throw line. First one is up and off the front. 12-point Westside lead here. As Swan gets his 2nd attempt ready to line up. And it's off the back, no good.
Don't have the exact statistics, but Pocahontas struggling a little bit at the free throw line.
Landon Webb rebound. He's going to turn it over on this end. Priest with the steal all the way left side is up and good. Steal in a bucket for Priest. Mason Priest, 33-23 Westside lead. Dew attacking the rim again and stolen by Coffee. Stripped from his hand, saved it to his partner, got it back, and he's going the other way to Kios. He's going to get it out to Coffee. Ball center up top. 3 minutes left in the half. Kios deep three off the front, no good. Landon Webb with the rebound. Westside into the front court. Lob pass off the glass.
A little
Air
sloppy
pass.
right now by Westside on the offensive end.
And Coffee will bring it across for Pocahontas. Gets it to Priest in the corner. Way short. Might have been tipped. And Honeycutt the other way. Nice pass inside to Kelly, who's going to miss. But there is Micah Dew. He misses. Gets his on rebound. Ball knocked away from him. He's going to go up and draw the foul.
Well, just like he drew it up. Get a rebound and a chance at an and-one here.
They're going to get number 4, Jared Mitchell.
Impressive pass there by Honeycutt in transition. Just a soft little pass. Just unable to finish the first shot, but
I'm one
really,
is up and good.
I'm really impressed with the way Honeycutt passes the basketball. I know he can score. We know that.
Absolutely. One of the most dynamic scorers in the area, but very nice vision there in transition. 36-23, Westside with the lead. 2:15 to go here in the opening half. Over. That was Jackson Woods off, no good. Here's Honeycutt with the rebound. He's going to go up in transition, and there he shows off his little floating skills. Nice pull-up jumper there for a bucket. 38-23 Westside.
Honeycutt and Dew just really, here in the second quarter, I feel like they've said, hey, if you can stop us going to the rim, you're going to have to prove it.
Pocahontas, ball moving on the other end. Trap in the corner is out. Priest gets it to Swan in the high post. High-low there to Mitchell. He's going to go up, miss the bucket, and ball's knocked around. It's going to stay with Pocahontas.
Well, that was a good job there of not fouling. Weston Honeycutt does a good job of just staying on his feet, not leaving his feet, trying to contest that shot. No sense of picking up your third right now.
Deep three from Swan is off, no good, and there's Landon Webb with the rebound. And Westside controls the ball with a minute 12 in the second quarter with a 15-point lead. Alley-oop play to Honeycutt. Kind of grazed the rim as he tried to catch it. He couldn't control it and tip it in, and Swan controls the rebound. Coffee into the front court. Avoids the trap to Priest. He's going to get it to Mitchell, who has it blocked, and then as he went back up, lost it to Honeycutt with the steal, and he's the other way. Very good controlled dribble there. Lays it in with the left hand.
He's so good, Brad. He really is. He's really skilled. Controls himself really well. He's not going to force a lot of things, make bad decisions. He just controls his body and weaves through, and he's able to finish just soft touch.
Turnover on the other end by Pocahontas, and with 25 seconds left on the game clock, no shot clock here in the opening half, 40-23, Westside with the lead. Down to 15 seconds as Westside will take the last shot. 5 out look here against this matchup zone. To do. He's going to drive it, pump fake, go up and off.
It's nice to when you have two prolific scorers the way that Westside does, it's nice to say, hey, you know what, I've done a little bit here. I'm going to give it to you. Go get a bucket. And Dew does that. He's going to draw that contact. He's going to get to the free throw line at least. It's goodness. They could very well be a problem late in the year, especially on nights when they're all shooting it well.
Well, that's the thing is you got those two, and Thompson and Webb have shown that they can score the ball as well. As those 2 free throws by Dew are good. Also, that was Jackson Swan's 4th foul of the game. 2.7 left here in the opening half. 42-23, Westside with the lead. They're going to get, Pocahontas going to enter to Coffee, and he's going to have a 3 from half court, rattle out. And at the end of the first half, Westside 42, Pocahontas 23. You are watching the Suncom Media High School Game of the Week. We'll be back.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face, because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Health Care is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare. Solutions for your home healthcare needs.
Sounds like your garden's calling. And we have just what it needs this season. Whether you're starting from scratch or just want a new look, Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care has a stocked nursery full of trees, shrubs, and a wide variety of plants. Need fresh mulch, flagstone? We have plenty to pick from. Home garden, commercial, no matter the project, we have something for every green thumb. Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care, 1409 East Parker Road. Sounds like your garden's calling. And we have just what it needs this season. Whether you're starting from scratch or just want a new look, Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care has a stocked nursery full of trees, shrubs, and a wide variety of plants. Need fresh mulch, flagstone? We have plenty to pick from. Home garden, commercial, no matter the project, we have something for every green thumb. Allscapes Irrigation and Lawn Care, 1409 East Parker Road.
Back here at Westside High School at the Warrior Dome, it's homecoming as the Westside Warriors lead the Pocahontas Redskins 42-23. Brad Davis with Garrett Weaver. Doc, Pocahontas came out kind of fighting that first quarter 22-16, but a big second quarter run by Westside there.
Well, and that's what, I kind of made mention of that Pocahontas did a really good job in the first quarter, keeping it a 6-point game, 4 to 6-point game. They needed to do the same in the second. It needed to be a, 6-8, 10-point game at half to really feel like they were still in this one. And obviously anything can happen. I'm not saying this game is over, but with the way Westside scores, the pace that they play, they're going to get some transition buckets. It's an uphill climb right now for the Pocahontas Redskins in the second half.
We talked about that tempo and pace of play being a big key in this game, and Westside definitely controlled that, especially in the second quarter, getting a lot of deflection, steals, and even the rebounds pushing in transition.
Active hands is the difference in this one, I truly believe. And Westside just so active on the defensive end of the floor. They're going to get buckets. They can sit up in a half-court offense and score as well as they shoot the basketball. But the difference is, and what gives them 42 points and a half is when they're active with their hands on the defensive end of the floor, deflecting passes, getting out, running in transition. They may have a couple 6'4s, but they're all guards. They can all run the floor, handle the ball. They're all looking to run the break, get those easy buckets in transition, and that's exactly what you saw there for sure in that second quarter.
Mike Adu leading the way for the Westside Warriors. You talked about him attacking the rim and attacking those post players for Pocahontas. Weston Honeycutt doing Honeycutt things in transition, but also not only scoring and shooting it well, but seeing the floor very well.
Distributing really well. Very unselfish, all of them very unselfish. But I'm going to tell you this, Honeycutt is as smooth as it gets. He's ultra talented. And Dew is, like I said earlier, he's the best I've seen in a while maybe at just taking the basketball and getting to the rim.
Westside controlling the first possession as Honeycutt off on his three, and that is number 2, Jackson Woods gathering the rebound. So Woods, Coffee, Jackson Woods, Coffee, Jared Mitchell, Radcliffe, and I'm trying to figure out who I'm missing there. Priest, I believe, opening it up. No, not Priest. I'm sorry, Payne Swan opening. That is blocked inside by Westside the other way. For Westside, Kelly, Honeycutt, Thompson, Webb, and Dew, the starting 5. Both starting units starting the second half as Dew will pull up for 3 and knock it down.
And Dew can step out and shoot that too. So they run. That's a great job of a set right there by Coach Whitmire as they swing the ball opposite, and Honeycutt comes crashing across the lane quickly, and all of a sudden Dew's wide open for a 3.
Great job there. DJ Coffee controlling, splitting the trap up top, getting to the paint, up and under for the bucket. 45-25 Westside with a 20-point lead here in the third quarter. Westside extends that defense. Coffee's done a good job at, against that three-quarter pressure of kind of handling the ball there. Ball movement here by Westside to Dew in the corner. He's going to fire in the corner, no good. There's Drake Kelly, tips it, but there's Coffee again. Coffee seems to be everywhere on the ball. Great split of there in transition up, and he's going to draw the foul.
Potentially could have been a goaltend there if he slapped the backboard on the shot. And I think that's exactly what we're asking for here. Did he interfere with that basket by slapping the backboard? I think maybe so. That rim was rocking.
That's what Coach Peels is asking for here. Number 13, Mike Adu gets his second foul, first of the half for Westside, and the first free throw for Coffee is good. Second one rolls out as Honeycutt controls the rim. 1 out of 2 on the free throw. Peels still wanting to bench warning a charge here to Pocahontas as Coach Peels pleading for the goaltending on this end. Conversation with him, Blake Kivens, as Westside will enter it. With 6:15 in the third quarter, 45-26, Westside with the lead.
I like what he did there with the bench warning rather than turn and give him the tee. I like that. I think it's a good job by Blake Kivens there to try to control it a little bit.
Webb from the corner, no good. Number 5, Radcliffe with the rebound as Coffee's the other way. Coffee still going, pushing in transition. Passes out here. They'll get it inside, but off the fingertips of Swan and be Westside basketball.
It's a good job there, Mitchell penetrating. Swan just unable to corral it.
Honeycutt brings it to the front court for Westside. Deflection there, but Dew controls it. He's going to attack the rim again, up and good. Does a good job not only of going hard the rim, but understanding kind of angles and using his body to protect the ball as well.
He doesn't just attack the rim completely. He just gets to the rim, however that needs to be.
As Coffee does the same thing on this end. Battles through a couple deflections, strong with the basketball, and goes up and finishes. 47-28. Ball swung around to Landon Webb. Back to Thompson. Honeycutt early. He gives it back to Thompson for 3. A little give and go action there. Kobe Thompson's going to knock down the 3.
Very well done there. A lot of attention goes to Honeycutt. So when guys are able to use Honeycutt to their advantage there, Thompson being the beneficiary, the little give and go, and give right back.
Swan in the corner for three, off, no good, but there's Coffee again chasing down the rebound, playing really hard. And they're going to get number 13, Micah Dew, with the body on a block. And it'll be Pocahontas baseline out of bounds. That's his third foul, team second, as number 10, Chris Wilkett, enters the game for Dew. Wilkett got a little time in the first half. He's back out there now. Entered in. Kick to Coffee in the corner for three. Short. Thompson with the rebound all the other way. And good job there by Pocahontas to kind of stall the transition, but they move it up to Kelly in the corner, and he knocks it down.
Boy, they can shoot it. Every one of them, Brad. Every player on the floor for Westside can really shoot the basketball. And they're ready when it comes, you know.
Keos and Priest ready to enter back for Pocahontas as they attack on the other end. Here's Woods from the corner, and he knocks down the three.
That was pretty. That was a really good job of splitting the defenders, drawing all the attention, kicking out to Woods. Woods able to knock it down.
Thompson back the other way. He's going to drive off the glass and good. And Coach Mark Whitmire is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll step away with them. We'll be right back after these messages.
Russell's Landworks is an excavation and land management company that is ready to work for you. From land clearing to simple ditch digging, our goal is to provide quality and detailed-oriented services to ensure our customers are well satisfied. Need a footing dug? Or how about that French drain? Russell's Landworks is the right choice for you. Quality service you can depend on. Russell's Landworks is also a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Go Warriors.
Back here at Westside on the Warrior Dome, at the Warrior Dome, 55-30. Westside leads with 3:50 here to go in the third quarter. On homecoming for Westside, as we
usually catch a homecoming game or two at some point during our broadcast schedule.
got a questioning something here at the scores table, but it seems to be everything good. Extended pressure by Westside. Pocahontas attacks. Coffee loses the handle. It's going to be a jump ball, and everybody's okay. Just nobody wants to let go of the ball. You don't want to be the first guy to let go of the ball.
Pride is what that's about.
Yeah. Stays with Pocahontas on the alternate possession, and they'll enter about. Ball's lobbed up top to Mason Priest, who gets it to Keos. Those two just entered the game. Keos, nice pass to Coffee. Great block there by Thompson the other way. And we got a foul on this end. Behind the play, they got number 10, Chris Wilkett, with the push as they started back the other way. I did too. I kind of followed the ball and I missed the action down here, but they were both on the ground, or Coffee was on the ground, so we got a foul, and it will be Pocahontas ball on the inbounds. Third team foul for Westside of this, first for Wilkett. As Keos controls it to Priest, over to Coffee. He's going to get it down low to number 4, Mitchell, who skips it over to Keos for three, and off the back rim, no good, but there's Priest on the long rebound to Swan dumps it down to Coffee, who's going to draw the foul. And that's going to be the second on Chris Wilkett, and DJ Coffee goes to the free throw line for two. First one is up and rolls in. Will Hart will check in for Westside. Second free throw upcoming is short, and Coffee battling for the rebound, but Harp will come away with it. They'll tie it up again. And this time it'll switch over to Westside's ball. Redskins still playing hard. 55-31. Westside lead. 3:06 here in the third. As they'll control the ball here.
I feel like we've had a lot of stoppages here in the third quarter.
Feels like it. A little man-to-man look here for maybe a matchup as they find Kelly, who lines up. Nobody had him. He knocked down the three for his second, maybe consecutive possession, knocking down a three. Makes it 58-31. Mitchell the other way, a little Euro step off the glass, rolls out, and there's Honeycutt with the rebound. Dribbling between 2 and 3 defenders, and a little hesitation and go, and that's really nice.
I mean, that's as good as it gets. I don't know. There's nothing you can do as a defender to stop that. You're not going to slide over in front of him running full speed, and then you're not going to be able to challenge that shot. Just a great job of being shifty and maneuvering with the ball and being able to finish strong at the rim.
Ball entered the high post over here, trying to go high-low. Tipped out of bounds to Westside. 60-31, they control the lead with 2:15 to go here in the third. They'll hit Kelly in the corner. He's feeling it. Lines that one up long, but Keos with the rebound. And we're going the other way. Priest trying to lob it into Mitchell. He's going to go up and lay it in as he got a little inside position there. Nice pass entry there by Priest, and Mitchell with the finish.
Pocahontas doing a good job of
Keos with the steal on this end. He's going to pull up for three in transition. Off the rim, no good, but there's Priest on the other side.
Pocahontas doing a good job of taking advantage of Westside's breakdowns defensively. When they gamble, they're really finding the gaps and able to score.
Ball movement down here by Coffee to Priest in the corner for three. He's going to be off, and there's Honeycutt again. I don't know how many rebounds Honeycutt is, but he's got to be approaching maybe a double-double. He
maybe
skips it over
as well.
He skips it over to Thompson, to Webb. One more to Thompson, who's off. Coffee chases down the long rebound, and they're going to get Kobe Thompson with the foul. That's the fifth team foul. So it's going to be 2 shots for DJ Coffee on this end. First foul on Thompson.
Did you hear the Westside student section? They were chanting, "Take his whistle." I don't know that I've ever heard that.
I've heard that one. I have heard that one before, but they didn't like that one called. First free throw is good. Second free throw off the back rim, and there's Webb with the rebound. The other way as he gets it back. 60-34 under a minute now in this third quarter. Westside in control. As they'll kind of slow the pace down. Ball screen up top for Honeycutt. Hook pass over, one more to the corner. Back to Harp from the wing is long, and there's Honeycutt with the rebound again.
He's everywhere.
Keels picks him up top. Lob pass going to be tipped out by Priest, so Westside will keep it. 33 on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock for a baseline inbound. Looking for the lob, gets it to Kelly in the corner. Inside to Harp, and they're going to get a foul there. On number 12, Payne Swan. And I do believe that is his fifth foul. So he will foul out of the game. Number 24, Xavier Ballard, enters the game for the first time, replacing Swan. 30 seconds now. The shot clock is off. Lob inside the Honeycutt, no good. And Ballard makes his presence felt with the rebound.
That's one Honeycutt wishes he had back.
Maybe rushed it a little bit, thinking he wasn't as open as he was. 15 now on the game clock. Coffee controlling it, lob it inside to Priest, off his fingertips and out of bounds. 11.5 on the clock for Westside as they will have the last shot of this quarter and a 60-35 lead. 5 down to 4. They'll skip it over. Webb for 3 and knocks it down. 3 at the buzzer's good, makes it 63-34 for Westside. We'll be back to bring you fourth quarter action. We're back here at Westside High School at the Warrior Dome for the Suncom Media high school basketball game of the week. Westside in firm control of this one, 63-34 over Pocahontas in this 4A3 matchup. Doc, we mentioned it a little bit, but this is a little conference realignment for these two teams. There's only 6 teams in this 4A3, so only 10 conference games. So everyone's pretty important to get that seeding for your district tournament.
Well, it almost carries weight like football as far as you want to win every single game, because they really matter postseason. If you have a stretch where you lose 3 or 4 games at conference play, you're behind the 8 ball at that point. Good give and go right there. That was pretty now.
Yeah.
Drake Kelly does a great job of not holding on to the ball, gives it right back to a cutting Landon Webb. That was perfectly executed.
And one thing we haven't mentioned a whole lot, but this Westside team plays very unselfish, moves the ball like things like that.
Yeah, it has been really fun to watch. And as a coach, that's what you love to see. As fans, that's what you love to see. And as a teammate, that's what you love. The ball never sticks very long. It's always moving. Somebody's always cutting and open. It's just enjoyable to watch.
That first free throw gets it to 64-34, so we are under running clock sportsmanship rule, and Coach Whitmire will clear the bench. He'll bring in Ethan Ford. He'll bring in Justin Gray. We've got number 10, Wilkett, back on the floor. Number 22, Weston Smith on the floor for Westside. Coach Peels will do the same, get some guys some time. Number 2, Jackson Woods back in. Parker Ratcliffe back in. Xavier Ballard remains on the floor. And we also see Isaac Molina and Nathan Major for Pocahontas. So this will be a quick fourth quarter. This 4A3 with these two teams, Brooklyn, Highland, Gosnell, and Blytheville, are matched up with the 4A6 and some familiar faces there. Truman, Wynn, Southside in that side with Lone Oak and Stuttgart. That'll be your region.
Truman again is the one that
Forest City kind of also on that other side.
Truman kind of an outlier, forced to play in a really weird conference there.
Weston Smith with the drive and the bucket. Makes it 67-34. Yeah, you got to think, hey, we're 10 minutes from Brooklyn. We're 15 from Westside and all the travel, and they've got to go to Stuttgart and Lone Oak a few times.
Yeah, that's again, they only have a few teams in their conference too, but I mean it's kind of a brutal setup for them.
There's Chris Wilkett on the inside, but I think the AAA's thought was to get, because I think all the 4A classification conferences have 6 teams in them to get to that 16-team state tournament. They've only had 12 since it's really inception of the new 4A look. But so these two teams played a lot of non-conference early this year. As Wilkett goes coast to coast and lay it in.
Showing off a little bit, huh?
The junior making his presence felt here on homecoming. It's got to be a good feeling to come in on homecoming and get some time and show out like that. Nathan Major comes the other way and knocks down the 3. Little lefty stroke. A little bit of a travel here for Westside, and number 14, Landon Cairo, will enter the game for Pocahontas. Brooklyn sitting atop of this conference right now. Westside right behind them, and they'll play here in a few weeks on Suncom Media, one that'll be highly anticipated.
That's a game that both of them, they've had circled for months, but they definitely have it circled now. For sure, if you're Westside. They dropped that one at Brooklyn last week, I believe, and 16-point game. Really wasn't even, I'm not sure. I don't know how the game flow went, so I can't really speak on it.
I think Westside was up early and maybe even at halftime.
And then wow.
I believe.
We've seen both teams play. Brooklyn very talented as well, so I look for that to be a really good game. Huge rivalry game, so won't be a lot of love lost between the two, but that's one that Westside really wants to prove, hey, that shouldn't have happened at least that badly. And so I think that's going to be a much closer game than what the last score indicated.
Will Harp knocks down the three. That'll bring in Brody Rorex and Hayden Tilley into the game for Westside. Student section cheering for somebody. I don't know who they were saying.
I'm not sure.
Key piece for Westside, Sadler McCormick out tonight. Got an ankle injury. Hurts their depth a little bit. He's played very well off the bench for them this year. Hopefully a speedy recovery for him and get him back. Nice drive there by Landon Cairo, and he'll get it to Isaac Molina, who'll lay it in. Nice drive to the middle and dump for the Redskins. Ball movement by Westside as Rorex is in and out. Looked good a lot of the way. Back down this way. There's Molina, clears out the offside glass and stick back. Isaac Molina, 2 buckets in a row to give him 4 on the game. Westside the other way, off the rim, no good. That's Radcliffe with the rebound. Ethan Ford with the drive and miss.
They had a couple of bumps back and forth, and so I think as an official, I think it's easier to go ahead and call one there before they continue to bump and it get maybe a little out of control. But they're going to call that an offensive foul.
They called an offensive foul. They called it a flagrant or intentional. And Ford will have 2 free throws on the other end. First one's up and good. And the second one is up and good as well. Westside will control the ball at half court, Chris Peels is expressing his displeasure with that call.
That's embarrassing.
And we're at minute 15 left. Westside's ball. Ball stripped. Out to Hayden Tilley, who's off. Battle for the rebound is gathered by Weston Smith.
Both teams continuing to battle, continue to play hard, run some sets, get some good looks.
Weston Smith again off, no good. Cairo with the rebound. We're the other way under a minute. Cairo's going to line up a 3, and it's good. Knocks it down.
It's a good-looking shot there. Left him open on the wing. He's able to knock that one in.
76-44 as we tick under 30 seconds of this one, and Westside's going to move to 13-4 and 4-1 in this conference. And that'll, I believe, get us halfway through this conference schedule. Like I said, sitting in second place, and top 2 teams go to regional, automatic bid to the regional with the semifinal bye.
You want to win it, but you at least want to finish top 2.
Absolutely.
You want to make sure you finish top 2.
District tournament, I believe, is in Blytheville. And that'll be the end of the ball game. 76-44. Westside defeats Pocahontas. We're going to step away, and we'll be right back.
If it seems like our roof raider trucks are everywhere,
Well, we kind of are.
at Roof Raiders, we're always helping our customers and our community. We're always on call, always on the move, always on top.
Welcome back to Westside High School for your Suncom Media High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brad Davis, Garrett Weaver, here on your Roof Raiders post-game wrap-up. And one of the things we discussed before the game was tempo, and Westside definitely controlled that from the go.
They did. Fast-paced first quarter, but Pocahontas, a little uncharacteristically, they kept up. I mean, they scored 16 points the first quarter. They did a really, really good job of matching pace for play and scoring. hitting buckets. Turned it over maybe a few times, but turnovers were the difference in the second quarter. Westside forces all those turnovers. The second quarter really takes a commanding lead, 19-point lead headed into half, and that was just a really tall task for a team who's not known for their offense to try to overcome in that second half.
Yeah, 20-7, Westside controlled that second quarter and kind of blew the game open at that point. Like you said, it started kind of defensively, deflections, transition buckets. Micah Dew was big early, attacking the rim, and then Honeycutt showed kind of all his skill set throughout both halves there.
They have two of maybe the best players in this entire area on one team, and specifically Dew as a sophomore. Goodness, he's strong. He's a big kid. He knows how to score, knows how to play the game. He's a great compliment right now to Weston Honeycutt, and Honeycutt just at any point in time controls the game at so many levels, offensively, defensively, the way he handles the ball, the way he handles pressure, rebounds really well. He proved that tonight. But what I was most impressed with was the way he finds his teammates. Very unselfish. At any point in time, he could go get a bucket, but finds his teammates, make sure they get involved. And good things happen when you get all five guys involved in the basketball game. You score 76 points, and that's why they're averaging in the 70s.
Yeah, 70.5 points a night. They showed it there. Kobe Thompson, big defensively, a lot of deflections and steals. Gear in that transition game there for Westside. They'll move to 13-4. They're now 4-1 in conference, sitting behind Brooklyn with the rest of this conference slate to play. And they're looking at, trying to get to that regional bid and then on to state. We talked about the importance of each game with only 10 conference games in this league, and that semifinal bye, little rest for you at the end of the year and an automatic regional bid.
Well, we're going to walk away from tonight, and I'm thoroughly impressed with this Westside team. We obviously knew coming in they're going to be really talented. They're extremely well coached, but just a complete game that they can play, that they're capable of on display tonight. This team they're gearing up for a successful postseason run, I have no doubt.
A lot of firepower there for the Westside Warriors. We want to thank Roof Raiders for our sponsoring this post-game wrap-up. We want to thank the Westside administration for letting us come in and broadcast this game on their homecoming. A lot of going on tonight, great crowd, and we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight here on Suncom Media, our high school game of the week here from Westside, 76, Pocahontas 44. And that'll do it for us from the West Side. We'll see you down the road on our next broadcast.
Tuesday night.
I think
you and I will be in Manila, your hometown.
My hometown, Manila Lions, the Rivercrest Colts, a little Mississippi County showdown. That's been a spectacular game and rivalry the last few years. I think Manila got them the first time.
They did.
At Rivercrest. So that'll be a great ball game, and that hotly contested 3A3. So we got a lot of great games down the line, and we hope you join us for each and every one of them. For the Dr. Garrett Weaver, this is Brad Davis on the Suncom Media Game of the Week saying we'll see you down the road.